Hey guys, it's me again. I have another video for you. This is another science experiment that you can do at home. It's again using some liquid density, taking background knowledge from our last video, and we're going to apply it to something today. We're going to be making a DIY lava lamp. Now this isn't going to have any lamps in it. It's just going to be able to watch the two liquids as they move. You're going to need a couple of different items. The first item that you're going to need is a liquid that has a heavier mass to it. It has more density. It's more dense, meaning it's more heavy. I'm going to be using some water. I dyed this water green so that I can see the difference when the two liquids are moving within each other. So you might want to, if you have some food coloring at home, you might want to put a little bit in your water so that you can see that clear difference. All right, the next thing you're going to need is a liquid that has a lighter density, something that isn't as heavy. I'm going to be using some baby oil. If you guys remember in our last video, the baby oil rose to the top of the glass, and so that way we can see the difference. And I'm going to keep this baby oil clear. The third item you're going to need is a container to put the two in. I'm going to be using the same glass container as last time because I really like the skinniness of it. It gives it a better effect. And finally, you're going to need one more ingredient. You're going to need some Alka-Seltzer. I have some Alka-Seltzer tabs that I just happen to have laying around. It is a medicine, so make sure that you have parent permission before you touch it. Make sure that you're not ingesting any of it because you might not be needing it at the moment. But what's really cool about Alka-Seltzer is it has this, they're effervescent, meaning they create a carbonation, which causes some of the bubbles, like the kind of bubbles that you would have inside your soda pop. That's what these tablets are going to create. They're going to create that carbonation and that bubbles. And what bubbles do, or the carbonation does in liquid, is it has a tendency to move the water. They're air bubbles and they're going up to the top and then they're going to come back down. All right, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is take your container and you're going to pour some of your liquid. Now remember, you don't want to fill it all the way up. So I'm just going to pour in some of my green liquid here. All right, so you can see I've got it about halfway full. Now I do have some bubbles at the top, and I'm not going to worry about that. That's also in the background, guys. He's playing with one of his toys. So now I'm going to take my baby oil. This one is going to have that floaty effect, and I'm just going to pour some into the top. I want to pour a good amount so that I can get a good clean layer between the two. Now this is going to create some bubbles in itself because I'm pouring it pretty fast. All right, so you can see again my liquid density here. You can see that my water is sinking down to the bottom, and over here at the top I have all my oil. All right, so here comes the cool part. You're gonna need only one Alka-Seltzer tab. You do not need more than one, you only need one at the moment. Okay, so I have my Alka-Seltzer tab here, and I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna take this Alka-Seltzer tablet and I'm going to put it inside. I'm gonna just drop it inside my container and we're gonna see a very, very cool effect. So you guys can see right now, what is happening is the carbonation is causing the liquid to move. So it's causing, you guys can see those green bubbles that you're seeing right there. That's the water, and it's floating up to the top because they're filled with air. And so while it's filling, it's creating this movement. I'm not touching it at all, as you guys can see. All you really are seeing right now is that carbonation from the Alka-Seltzer tab moving the water and creating these air bubbles that go all the way up to the top and back down. You'll have a better effect too if you use more of the oil or less of the oil. And you guys can also see I'm also getting all of the air bubbles at the top right in here. You guys can see those air bubbles. All right, guys, so I'm back here again. I'm showing you what it looks like now that the Alka-Seltzer has completely dissolved. Now I have three different layers. This top layer is just carbonated water. So it's really just all of the air bubbles that we're creating, and you can still see some of them are moving. So there's still a little carbonation action, but all those air bubbles are just going to the top. That foam there is just the bubbles. Now if I were to add another Alka-Seltzer tablet, it's going to continue to do the same thing. I'm just adding a little miniature one here to keep it rolling. And you can just see those bubbles are going up and down. Now you can try different liquids that have different densities and see. Now I will say if you try something heavy like syrup or dish soap, you're probably not going to get that same type of movement. The lighter the liquids are, the more movement you're going to see. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed. You can try this at home. Again, you can try it with different liquids. You can try putting in 2 Alka-Seltzer tablets at the same time to get a little bit more of that movement. You can try it with a bunch of different things. Just remember, don't fill up your glass all the way so that it doesn't spill over. And don't do any of this without your parent permission or assistance. All right, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you're doing well. Bye.